Hello Leo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Leo for the week of February 7th. Now Leo, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, Leo, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone that is not me, that's someone impersonating me, please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you. Now, just a small percentage of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you watch my videos regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure everything's in view here, and we'll get right into it. King of Wands has been showing up for the collective here. I'm more than halfway through. So it's interesting that you also get this and that you're also a fire sign, but just a kind of interesting observation. All right, I think that looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You have the Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups here talks about, it's a very, very good sign when you get the Ten of Cups in a tarot reading. This means you've gone through the entire suit of cups and you're now sort of given a period of joy, happiness, celebration, harmony, all of those sorts of things in your life, sort of like emotional satisfaction coming true. When you get the Ten of Cups, it could be described as a windfall of happiness in your life, in that you have the feeling of all 10 cups here overflowing, and there's a rainbow with it too as well. And so it really is, when you get the Ten of Cups, a form of abundance, and not just like money abundance, but this is talking about emotional satisfaction, the abundance of having good family situations, good love life. All of those sorts of things come along when you get the Ten of Cups. But I do like to say this is a form of abundance, money abundance as well, potentially, because the people here on the bench own the home behind them. And so I do like to associate this card with real estate. You do have the Ten of Pentacles as well. There could be family money or inheritances here coming in. The other thing is, with this energy, it's really big family energy when you get the Ten of Cups. Family situations, anything like that happening here. There could be an inheritance here for some of you coming in. I don't think this is for everybody, but you certainly do have some of the things that I would look for in that with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. That's a pretty big sign, as well as the Ten of Swords, those three tens, pretty big energy there. So taking a look here, you have a very good reading. So right away in the middle, you have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups talks about, it's the card that comes before the 9 or before the 10. And if I said 10 of Cups, my apologies. I meant to say 9 of Cups. 9 comes before the 10 in this situation. And, this is the feeling of having a wish come true. This is one of the major wish cards in the tarot. And what I feel like is happening here is you're having a progression of events, maybe in your family or in your life, that are leading to emotional satisfaction, emotional contentment here. The Nine of Cups to me suggests that you've thrown a wish out, you've cast a wish out to the universe, and now here it is arriving. You can see this person is thriving. They are having a great time here, owning their small business in their pub here. Presumably, customers are coming in. Good things are happening, good vibes are happening. And so it's also a card of luxuries and the pleasures of life, doing something nice for yourself or with your significant other. It's a very, very nice energy to start off with the 10 and the 9 of Cups. So I think when I get that sort of 9 into 10, type of energy, I always like to say it's sort of like a progression happening for you. So very nice to see. Now, in the past, you have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. So we have 3 tens, okay, showing up here in this reading. Tens in the tarot indicate completions, cycles being completed, new chapters beginning. And so there may have been a period here in the past where something has been closed out. Okay, something has ended, and I think it's probably good. Although you have maybe a mix of like, it's almost like this bittersweet energy that I'm getting here. The Ten of Pentacles is like family legacy, especially when combined with the Ten of Cups here. This is a card of empires, okay? Building something not just for you, but for your children and your children's children and your grandchildren's children and all of that sort of energy going in here when you get this Ten of Pentacles. So it is a major card of harvests, a major card of abundance, a very, very good sign, but it's more about your legacy that you put onto the universe. And with that, there is this Ten of Swords here, which is an ending. This is something that you really, when you get the Ten of Swords, it's completely done, dead, over with. And so when you get this, you really need to look at it as an opportunity to release yourself from something. It doesn't have to be negative. It can say that there's new hope on the horizon. And actually, in the previous position here, when you find it in the past position, it can say that the worst is behind you, which I absolutely feel for you with this amazing energy of the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups here, the King of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Fool. So I feel like the worst is behind you here. And I do feel like some of you are content with an ending. It may have taken a long time for that situation to happen. Endings are very challenging in this lifetime, but I do feel like some of you have taken some time to figure that out. You can see this person is sort of hanging out under the tree. Maybe they're spending a lot of time thinking about the ending. But at a certain point, the Four of Cups really needs to move forward. Okay, they really need to embrace change. And there is an opportunity for that here. There's an alternative solution being provided to this person on the Four of Cups, but they have to take it in upon themselves to initiate the change and move forward. So some of you may have recently done that. Now, in the current situation, you have the Two of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the King of Wands. So we have this Wands energy with the Cups energy here. We also have Pentacles showing up. I mean, we have a little bit of everything, but the Cups and the Wands are kind of sticking out to me here. And, with this King of Wands below, this is a big card of following your passions, following your talents. The King of Wands is the most passionate person in the room. This card has been coming in for the collective. Okay, and what I feel like is going on here is, the thing about the King of Wands is they will never stay in a job that they don't like. They will always have another opportunity because they're extremely talented at what they do. And so they'll always have something in their back pocket. And the thing about this is, I feel like collectively, most of us are realizing that we're not going to stay in a job that we don't like. Okay, we're not going to stay in a dead-end job. And so for some of you, you may have come to this understanding here with this Ten of Swords energy that that's your old job or whatever it is that you used to do is coming to an end. And for some of you here, you may be really like following some level of passion. You have this Two of Wands, and this has been like a decision point for you, okay? The Two of Wands is somebody who's sort of at the fork in the road. They have two paths to go down. They have two choices to decide from, two wands, two people to choose, two choices, two jobs, whatever it may be. And it says, it's maybe a really good idea at this time to go into a period of research, planning, discovery, self-discovery to figure out which path or which wand would be best for you. I think you're going to choose the path that is more in line with your passions and what you actually want to be doing, especially because some of you here may have done pretty well for yourself, or you may have family support, or you may have a supporting environment or something like that here with the 10, 9, and 10 energy here, Cups and Pentacles. So it's almost like some of you are ready to make this move, and I see some of you going into a serious stage of planning. Now in the future, you have the King of Pentacles, and Nine of Wands, and the Fool. So this King of Pentacles here, as somebody who achieves a high status in their career, they are well-to-do, typically well off, and they've gotten to that point by sticking to the routines and sticking to the things that they know are true for them. And it's this idea of dependability, reliability, and if it's not broke, don't fix it type of energy. And I think some of you are going to follow your passion, but also recognize that if there's something that you do well, you may also be following that. You have this Nine of Wands with the Fool. Now, I don't read reversals, but the Fool did come up in reversed. So I always like to say, just be careful of being foolish when you get sort of negative energy around the Fool. I don't read reversals, but I do feel like it's just something that I should say came to my mind. The Nine of Wands represents really needing to have perseverance around a situation and to not give up at this time. The Nine of Wands is extremely close to finishing and crossing the finish line. And the Fool says that there's a powerful new beginning coming in for you, but it may mean that there's something that you need to wrap up here with this Nine of Wands energy showing up. So let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more. Now, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe, and feel free to sign up for my email list. There's a link to that in the description below. All right, let's see what we have here for you. Okay, so you have She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. You have Seer, see beyond current challenges. Okay, you had a bunch of cards that wanted to come forward here. Okay. You also have Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded, Summer, bask in joy and light, and then Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Some of you are making the move for you here, okay? I think some of you are going to take an empowered step with this She-Wolf card, unleash the wild within, with the Heart Guardian, with seeing beyond a situation. And I think some of you here it's almost like this energy of you reclaiming your power after an ending. And I do see that there's like a big opportunity here. How could I forget? How could I even not mention this? 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the Fool. That's a big diagonal for you. Okay, that's a big direction that you are headed in this week, potentially, that could, lead to the fulfillment of a wish. And I think it's around some sort of step towards empowerment that you are taking here. So let's go ahead and let's see what else we have here for you. Okay, so you have be assertive, improving health, wait, and perfect timing. All right, so definitely like to see that. I will say with the King of Wands, be careful that you are not acting out of haste, okay? Remember, every card has a sort of, you could say upright and reverse, but I like to say shadow and a light side and shadow side. But I would just say, do not try to force the timing in this moment. All right. It's kind of a mixed message here, because it's perfect timing, wait, and be assertive. So like, obviously, act on the things you need to act on, but at the same time, you can't really hack divine timing, right? So that's kind of the message here, but I do see some of you are taking a step towards empowerment here, towards your passions. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, look, 9 of Cups once again here. Really like to see that. 8 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. You've broken free of this mental imprisonment. No question about it in my mind. I think the past here with the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords, that's a challenging combination. I think the past here was spent ruminating. I think the past was spent really trying to figure out how to come to terms or come to grips with an ending that may have happened in your life. Maybe with someone. I feel like it's someone, but it could also be like a situation, the end of a job for some of you as well. Like just recognizing, like I'll just tell you personally, like when I quit my first career as a web developer, I was like really into web development. I was super passionate about it, but I found new things, and as I started doing more web development, I started to lose interest. And it was very hard for me to let that go, but as soon as I did it, amazing things happened for me. And so, I feel like if you feel something here, you should really go for it. You have this 9 of Cups, which is all about the fulfillment of a wish, which we've talked about here. You have that as your middle card. This middle card spills into the rest of the cards, and it sort of really helps lay out the context. And for you, you have it in the diagonal formation here. So you have like a new beginning around a wish for yourself here. No question about it. It's just, when will it happen? I feel like with this Ace of Swords, this is just doubling down on the new beginning with the Fool and the Ace of Swords in both of these corners here. The Ace of Swords is all about a mental breakthrough or some sort of mental clarity leading to success in your life. And it can represent like an epiphany happening. And so I feel like there is a situation turning around here, but and like some sort of wish coming true in the future, but try not to get hung up on the timing of it. You have Judgment, Queen of Wands, and the Star. Are you kidding me? Leo. This is big for you. The Star is the other major wish card. So you have the 9 of Cups twice, and now you have a wish being granted here. with the star energy. This person on the star is a genie, and they grant wishes. And you can see that they are sort of filling up their cup as well as pouring. And so it's this idea of giving and receiving. It's Aquarius energy. Aquarius is all about humanity, donating, like humanity giving back to humanity. But it's a great time during Aquarius season to donate and to, you know, to give your time and give your service to others. And so it's all about this equal exchange leading to a wish coming true. It's hope and optimism for the future as well. So amazing. The Queen of Wands is all about attraction, and you have that with the King of Wands. Some of you could be attracting a counterpart if you are single, but it's going to be as you follow your dreams here, as you follow your bliss. And you have the Judgment card, which is really telling you to go into a period of self-evaluation, to ask yourself what it is that you need to do to get over the hump. Because it says that you are one step away from completing a major cycle. And I see that here with 2 9s and all the 10s, and now the Judgment card coming in. You're completing a major cycle. You're completing a major task of your life here. So let's see here. You have the Devil, the 10 of Cups, really, and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm happy for you, Leo. I say really as in I'm a little bit in disbelief of how good this reading is turning out here. Double 10s, 10 of Cups, double 9 of Cups. Hard to beat that combination with the star. Now you have these double aces here in the corners. And so just especially with the Fool, which is a powerful new beginning in and of itself, but then add the 2 aces, that makes it even more. And, you know, listen, the hard work that you're putting in here with the 9 of Wands, working through any sort of challenge here with the Devil and the King of Pentacles, the hard work that you're doing to work through that is going to lead to this feeling of abundance here in your life. And remember, there are so many different types of abundance. It's not just money. You have the Magician on the bottom, which is translating ideas into action, acting on manifestations, really going for something, realizing that all the tools that you need are on the table. They're also within you, and you can use those tools that you already have to manifest anything that you want in your life here, which I see you doing. So big energy for you here in this week. Let's go ahead and see what else we get. Let's pull some additional messages here. All right, so you have bad health, poverty, expectation, main female, privileged lady, and occupation. What's going on here? Okay, so there is an ending with somebody, okay? Expectation, privileged lady, coffin. You know, there could have been someone who just is, maybe the word is jealous of you. Could be somebody who's maybe bored with what their situation, bored with their life, and so that may lead them to spread rumors or just talk about you in some ways. But I feel like for some of you, you're working through this. They may have an unrealistic expectation about you, but I feel like some of you are working through that situation with that person, maybe even ending it with that person. You're looking towards the future here. By the way, the health is this health of this situation between you and this other person. You are looking forward to the future here with distant horizons and occupation, and really following your bliss, following what you really want to be doing. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.